know that this video is about 2 days late, but when I did the original rendering on this one, it came completely blank. It didn't save any of the audio. So it's just a black screen, and I've just now had time to go ahead and go in and re-record everything. So today, the Shuffle Gods have given us 3 songs. They are all soft and quiet, so we kind of have a theme going on for the first time. Let's go ahead here. Today we'll be going over Lithuania and Portugal, but before we get to Lithuania and Portugal, we have to start with Ireland. The song is called Together, and the singer is Ryan O'Shaughnessy. This song is like a master class in being a passive-aggressive ex. Lyrically, we have metaphors that work really well, and it's all about the end of a relationship and how you have thought you were going to be with somebody for a long time, and that person ends up cheating on you, or it just doesn't work out. And, you know, we always could use breakup songs, right? So for me, I don't know what to say about this one other than it exists. It's an Irish Eurovision entry. It's a soft acoustic guitar song. I can see some guy playing this I could see a guy playing this in the corner of a coffee shop and trying to pick up people hey, Max was a real dick. You should date me though because I'm really sweet. I don't know. This doesn't really make me feel anything. It's personally my number 33. I don't like it. I don't hate it. It exists. It doesn't bring out any real emotions in me, unfortunately. So 33 is where it's at for this. I don't know what else to say about that besides it exists. Next we have When We're Old by Eva Zasamaskaite, representing Lithuania.
These are the reasons I want you to know how you make this place feel like home. These are the reasons I can't let you go. Oh, let's sing the song that we wrote when we're old.
Yeah. And now we go to another soft song with soft vocals, starting out with a nice little bit of piano, a bright electric guitar comes in, a touch of strings, and a nice tiny little hint of percussion. It's simple, it's sweet, and it's lovely. However, it's just a lovely little song for me, and it doesn't really grab my attention in the studio version when I'm listening to it with all 43 songs back to back. So I don't know how this will do in running order. And looking at the running order, it's sandwiched between the Czech Republic and Israel. So this one may get lost in the semi. When I'm listening to all the songs back to back, Lithuania doesn't really stand out to me. However, in the Lithuanian national final, this one did stand out. It was the first song in the first heat that I actually was like, oh, that's a nice little song. The lyrics are really sentimental and sweet, and honestly, they don't suffer at all from the problem a lot of Eurovision songs do. They actually sound natural and very gentle and lovely in English. It doesn't come off as a poetry assignment in a middle school class. So for this soft, little sweet song, it doesn't really do much for me, so unfortunately, it's my number 27. The last song we're going to go over today is Portugal's song, O Jardim by Claudia Pascoal.
Downwards flores o meu lugar. Agora que não estás, rego eu o teu jardim.
This song is so good. I'm going to try to be as coherent as possible, but it might be hard for me. Claudia has such a beautiful and soft voice, but don't mistake the softness for weakness. At the very start of the song, we have just her voice and the simple piano chords that keep building up until we have more of a melody going with the tune and the piano. It's added in towards the end of the first verse, and then at the start of the second chorus, we have the acoustic guitar coming in, and then the chorus again, we have the percussion, and then, Izara's voice clicks in the chorus, especially in the last chorus, before it fades away again, and everything falls away, just leaving Claudia's vocal standing there bare. Every single element of this song works. Knowing what the song is about, I probably thought way too much about this one, but listening to it and knowing that Izora wrote this after the death of her grandmother, I feel like I'm listening to all 5 stages of grief occur. From the start of the song, we have things soft and with one mellow musical element. That's the denial. The anger kicks in soon, and that's the more of the melody with the piano element. And and oh my god, I swear, when Claudia is singing on the chorus by herself, that's the bargaining. Then we head into depression, and at the very end of the song, when it's just Claudia there singing all by herself, that's the acceptance. Oh my god, this song is so beautiful, and I do apologize if I'm taking a lot of pauses and being really slow when I talk about this, but I'm kind of trying not to cry because every time I hear this song, I cry. And talking about it makes me feel like I'm going to get choked up again. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful song. And I think the biggest part of the reason why it makes me feel like I'm going to cry when I talk about it, or it makes me feel like and I know I cry when I listen to it, is because I was extremely close to my grandmother as a child growing up. And when I hear this song, it instantly takes me back to the way I felt after she had passed away. Um, I had a grandmother who I loved intensely, and she had a garden herself. I feel like most grandmas have gardens, but for her, she loved roses. A lot. Like, she had this really pretty rose garden, and when I think about the song and I think about her, I think of, helping her in her garden, taking care of her roses. I prune them every year just so that way in June they'll bloom perfectly for her birthday, and I really do apologize. I know I'm like trying so hard not to choke up at thinking about it, but yeah, this is my favorite song this year. I absolutely adore it. I know Portugal probably won't win 2 years in a row, but I want them to. I want them to win again. Last year, Portugal was my favorite song. Amar Pelas Deutsch made me think of my grandfather, who, growing up, living with your grandparents, I had my grandmother. It's his wife that this one thing that Arjani makes me think of. And with Amar Pelas Deutsch, my grandfather so listened to nothing but jazz music. And he's a part of what influenced me when I was older to get into music. And so I know I'm rambling like on and on and on about this song. I promise you this is going to be the majority of the video. It's just me talking about how it makes me feel. But I just want to say thank you to Portugal for 2 years in a row bringing me songs that made me think of the two most important people in my life. And yeah, so thank you, Portugal. So let's just kind of wrap this up at this point. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our rankings. So with our little soft theme today, in 33rd is Ireland. Lithuania is a bit ahead of that in 27th. And at the very, very top, I have Portugal in first place. I know it feels a bit anticlimactic to have in my fifth part of my top 43 songs reveal what my number one song is, but that's what the shuffle gods have given us. Thanks a bunch for watching, and if you like this, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, a comment, subscribe if you want. Oh my gosh. So thank you again, and I'm gonna go cry. So bye.